Adventures in Woodley. Adventures in Woodley.
Hello everybody, I'm back. This is Max Power, once again for the Meat Lovers channel, and this is the final replay from the 2v2 series tournament thing I got from my friends the other day, and from channel owner Vudo Grand. So once again, we have a 2v2 here. We have CrisPowers with his teammate Vudo once again playing together, and Rikja and Nulle here up top. So, once again, we have a little bit of a switch around. So, Nulle is switched to Terran, which I think he's a lot worse at than Zerg. This is being played on Lunar Colony 5, which actually seems like a pretty decent map. I keep forgetting these 2v2 maps, but yeah, this is okay. The only weird thing about it is, like, taking your first expansion to either here or here, which is horribly exposed. So, most of the time I've been playing this map, it's just kind of come down to sort of, these like one base pushes, kind of like the old school Destiny Cloud Fist kind of stuff from Terran, which we're probably not going to see. But it was fairly effective. I've lost quite a few times playing with Chris on this map because it's just not to my liking. Like this giant area here is just so easy to cannon rush, which I didn't know the first time we played this map. I was like, didn't really notice there's this huge area where you just start an epic cannon rush. And then we got attacked by siege tanks, and we were both playing Protoss, and that's not so nice in the Wings of Liberty. You don't have that many solutions to that problem once they're like established right here. You're pretty boned. So yeah, this map is kind of weird. Like the rocks are blocking the Salnaga Tower. Once again, like these 2v2 maps with the Salnaga Towers are basically making sure that if you have these, you know if your opponent has a third. That's basically what you're gonna know. I'm kind of looking forward to this game. Like, the last one was pretty cool. I have to say, I liked the last one quite a bit. It was stupid, just like all the replays, but not too bad. Like, the timings are still awful. They still have a ton of money in the bank, but at least stuff happened the whole way through. And I hope this can live up to it, because that's a lot of what happens. Like, if you've seen the very first match I casted, which was the for fun match for sure, but it was between Chris. It was a 1v1 between Chris and Nulle, the two best players as it turns out, and they're just kind of fucking around. But like for the first like 20-25 minutes or something of the game timer, and not the real life timer, nothing really happened, as I recall. So that kind of sucks a little bit. So I kind of want to see something happen. Yeah, I don't know what this engineering play does. I don't know if he's going to get a planetary fortress, or why he would do that, or why he wouldn't wall with supply depots and barracks, or why he's still supply blocked, or why he's not getting the orbital command, or why anything. Really. Why the cyber core is so late, or why he's getting 3 here and 2 here, and messing up everything. Yeah, I have no idea. This is a bad map for Zerg. Let's just be fair about it. This is a... what the hell? Oh wait, I do remember. Yeah, because I didn't see this. I was like, thought there was like a ramp down here or something. Yeah, this is a bad map for Zerg. Because you really can't expand easily anywhere. Did he just get a sensor tower? He seriously built a sensor tower 5 minutes into the game? Did that just happen? What the hell? And this is the worst position for a sensor tower. Like, I would imagine you'd want it, like, here, so you could check for drops down here and also, like, monitor this expansion. But apparently that's not what you want to do. Also, this expansion is on low ground, which is just awful. And this is, like, the most exposed expansion in the entire game. I don't think there's another map where there's as exposed of an expansion. It's completely ridiculous. So basically, if you want to expand, like, oftentimes, I would just take this. I would just go up and take this. Just go, oh, fuck it. If I'm going to take an expansion, I'm just going to ninja it. Yeah, this seller is totally defending their space. Anyway, so Nulle seems to be going for some kind of marine push. Like one base all in, which is weird because he's getting a ton of gas. Am I getting any upgrades with it, or tech lab, or reactors, or anything? I don't know if he's giving his gas to Rikja? I don't think he is. I think he's going for some kind of charge height. Wait, he's going for what? Select Archon on one base? That's really weird. And like you can do that, but not with a High Templar. generally get the Dark Templar because they use less gas, since you have basically no gas on one base. But yeah, I suppose like if Nu dumps all his gas to Rikja, that actually works out. It's actually a pretty good plan. All the way solid, actually. I hope he does that, because that could be pretty cool. And I think, yeah, enough time has passed to actually do that. So if he dumps his gas, that's going to be totally sweet. Like a solid Archon Marine push? I'd like to see that. But no, he is expanding, so... yeah, that cool strategy they did not do. I think it could have worked out. So yeah, Chris is just macroing. Macroing. And all he has is Banelings and Circling Attack. He doesn't even have speed for anything. That's why he has so much gas. Which makes me think he's probably going to go Mutalisk. That or he's just going to forget about it. No, he's making some Zerglings. I would have gone for the Spire pretty quick with this. Like, that makes pretty perfect sense to me. Like, build more drones. Like, he doesn't have enough drones right here, and he doesn't have enough drones here, so he should go for more drones and just go for a 2-base Mutalisk play against these guys. I mean, one of them is Terran, and he's building Marines, but they don't really know that, so... at least I don't think they know that. Nope, they don't. Yeah. This is pretty clever, actually, going for... this is kind of funny. That's what happens a lot on this map, because of these brushes here. You just end up, like, expanding right next to your opponent, because, like, this map is so stupid for, like, late game, so... it's kind of odd that no one's going for an early push. It's like they didn't really look at the map, which they probably did. Let's be fair. They probably didn't look at the map too much. Yeah, Vudo is, yeah, I told him to only have 16 workers. So, by the way, people, best saturation is 16 workers. If you can build more than 16 workers, but you want to have 16 workers on all your bases before you go above that, because they mine significantly more. Doesn't count for gas, though. You want 3 in those geysers, because they mine evenly. They don't, the probes don't mine evenly here. So yeah, you have the Forge going up and Robotics base. We're going to see some Colossus. That's cool. It's a cool little idea. I mean, go for some, like a classic Protoss combination with some Stalkers and some Colossus off 2 base. It's a good push. And a ton of Banelings over here. Does he have... yeah, he's getting speed too. Although I don't know, I just think it's too bad he spent so much gas on these things. I think he should just waited. Like, Banelings are better as like a reaction, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Rikja and Nulle are basically gonna die due to not scouting and not taking expansions quickly enough. Their macro is pretty horrible. Let's see, 48, 63 to 66, and 75. So that's more even than I thought. And Rikja's going for Void Rays. That's a great choice, actually. Once again, I'm really hoping Vudo... he's not gas dumping. It doesn't seem... he's not using it for... he's using it for a couple of Widow Mines, but... he's going for, yeah, sort of a Marine Mine thing, which is... yeah, a good choice, I suppose, but it kind of doesn't work when your fellow player is going for Solid Archon. Because at that point, or whatever he's doing, I don't know, Void Ray, Solid Archon? Yeah, I think... anyway, like, getting Widow Mines in that situation is not too good. Because it's just going to hit all the solids. So it's just going to be really sad panda about it. So I'm really kind of wondering, like, when this gas up here is going to start being spent on Mutalisk. I don't think a single one has been built yet. Yeah, not a single one. Just quite odd. Although right now, yeah, he is supply locked. I don't know, like 2 Overlords probably being way too conservative at this point. He has 3 bases. I'd probably just take this out and take that base too. But it's kind of odd. Like, no one scouted anything, it seems. Yeah, look at how far away. Like, that's 3 bases covering the entire side of the map. Like, this is an odd map to go for macro. And everybody's doing it. It's rather weird. But yeah, that's, I mean, I guess when everybody's doing it, it doesn't matter so much. But yeah, Colossus from Vudo, it's not a bad idea. Although he should probably be more diligent about warping in Stalkers and Zealots and stuff, because he has a lot of money. Yeah, now he's getting the upgrades and still hasn't gotten any Mutalisks? Oh. So he's preparing to get the Mutalisk. Very odd. Also not getting the gas up here, which is what he really wants. Like, late game Zerg is so gas heavy, it's ridiculous. But yeah, these Void Rays, they're gonna tear a strip through these losers. Yeah, he doesn't know. Does Rikja know? Yeah, he totally knows. So yeah. So Voodoo is pushing this base away, and yeah, they're actually trading a base for a base. Yeah, this is really, like, Chris has been, like, macroing, in quotation marks, because, like, he only built these banelings. That's all he has. He's building Zerglings and upgrades for Mutalisks, which is just... I mean, I'm trying to tell these guys over and over that you want to do things that make sense, right? Oh god, that's not good. Actually, that doesn't matter. Oh, weird. Like, you don't want to, like, sit around, use a bunch of money and time to get upgrades for units you're not building. Like, you don't want to build a ton of banelings and then upgrade your Mutalisks you don't have. Like, that kind of stuff doesn't make any sense, and it's gonna ruin you. Just, like, attacking that geyser is weird. But yeah, like, look at what is happening right now. Like, this should not happen. He should be dead. He had 1 billion banelings, and for some reason he just wasn't reacting to this huge attack over here. I mean, oddly enough, it's sort of evening out, because Voodoo is destroying this, and Rikja is destroying everything over here, so... But then, Rikja has by far the best army right now. Like, these Void Rays are really, really good, and if he would, like, spend his money on more fucking Void Rays, it would be pretty epic. But then finally the Mutalisks come. Like, yeah, but Rikja made a big mistake there, focusing the Colossus. Yeah, if he had kept building those, that would have been much better, and now they're basically dead. Although Chris is making Corruptors, which is a terrible choice in this position, because he's up against a player who, like, builds Void Rays. And Void Rays just tear through Corruptors so quickly, it is not even funny. So yeah, now he's going to sell that Archon, which is actually not a bad choice at this point. I wonder if he has Storm. No, we never got that, so he's gonna go all Archon. Yeah. Let's see, is Rikja's APM yeah, Rikja's APM is more serviceable this game. It's not like the 13 it was last game, which was just horrible. Seriously, he's parking his dudes right next to these things? Come on, people. So yeah, this puny ass attack is gonna run up here and probably do a lot of damage. Yeah. Because for some reason Nulle decided to build all tech labs and a ton of Marauders. Like, don't ask me why, because it makes sense against the Colossus, but like the main threat right now are the Mutalisks, and Marauders ain't gonna do shit about that. Marauders though are gonna do quite a bit of shit to this, but they're gonna die, and all he's building now are Marines, so he's kind of worst of both worlds somehow. And Rikja is just leaving his entire army over here. I don't really know why he isn't, reacting to this huge threat. What is with people just, like, walking, like, their main base being totally ruined, and then just going, fuck it, I'm going. Like, Chris lost 2 bases when he had 1 billion, like, to just a couple of cells when he had 1 billion banelings. He couldn't have destroyed the Void Rays for sure, but still. This is actually an oddly even match once again. I think they found a pretty good, pretty good teams here, like Nulle and Rikja, and then Chris and Vudo. Pretty even teams, surprisingly. Actually, Vudo is Nulle is a lot better than I thought. He's playing a lot better, which is not necessarily good, but he's playing a lot better. I'll give him that. Vudo should really micro these. Oddly enough, they're gonna win. Wow, look at that. Although, yeah, wow, that seller did not want to die. So yeah, basically, this was a pretty close game until it wasn't. Until, like, Rikja ended up, like, yeah, if Rikja had kept building Void Rays, he would have won this game. If he kept building anything, like, he does a ton of money, but then again, pretty much everybody, no, Nulle actually doesn't have a lot of money. Chris has a decent amount, but not too much. Yeah, actually, no, it's basically Rikja. If Rikja had been building a lot of Void Rays, they would have won this game pretty hugely, or just switched into Phoenixes. He could have destroyed all these Colossus and all these Mutalisks with no problem, just going straight into a bunch of Phoenix. It's finally building his first Phoenix, I think, now, which is just way too late. But I think the problem right here is that Rikja has very little experience with StarCraft, and knows in incredibly little about what units to use against what units. It's pretty incredible. He actually, once I told him he was supposed to defend himself against 6-pool, oh, this is going to be bad. And he kept asking me, he kept saying he didn't know what a 6-pool was. And I kept telling him, well, what do you think it is? And he kept saying 6 spawning pools, which I know it's a joke answer, but he didn't know that, which is pretty sad. But yeah, once again, Rikja could have won this game. What the hell is going on with this thing? Looks like it's cloaked or something. That's a weird bug. Anyway, this game is over because all these buildings are basically falling apart and they're flying units after them. I mean, Nulle has this one barracks, no, 2 barracks are not on fire, so. And all Rikja has left is this stuff up here, and he never macroed. Like, he still has a ton of money, but he never built gateways or extra stargates or anything that should produce something for all that money he has. Had he done that, again, probably would have won, or at least put up a decent fight. What is with Vudo and these like odd proxies, like late game proxies, where you just start building stuff in the middle of nowhere, like 2 cannons, a bunch of pylons, and this robotics facility? It's so weird. Like, it doesn't seem to be like a manor or anything. It's just like a proxy pylon, and then because he can't proxy stuff from the robotics facility, he just builds one at the front. I mean, it's just weird. War of the Worlds! Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there. But generally, I don't understand what's going on with these players are playing. It's confusing as hell, because they are just, like, this is the stuff, like, that's what makes me hate Nulle sometimes. He does this shit. It's like, he's clearly lost. But for some reason, he builds this building just to fly it around and be a dick. That's the only reason. He's gonna fly it into these mutalisks, which is just utterly hilarious. So actually, Vudo's gonna end up with the largest... Yeah, the highest supply is going to Vudo. This War of the Worlds build is... I mean, granted, his opponent was going mostly Void Rays at one point. It's a terrible unit composition to fight that, but against anything on the ground, it decimates. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, a bunch of Marauders stimmed would destroy the shit out of it, but yeah, Nulle didn't, only halfway did that, so it didn't work out. Yeah. So that's going down, and since the game is over, I thought. Oh yeah, they have a couple of structures here. So he finally GG's. And Rikja hasn't GG'd yet, which is weird. Oh, he has a building. Oh my god, really? These assholes always have to do this. I think might just speed this up until they destroy this, because I'm not gonna sit here and wait for these idiots to... Yeah, there we go, finally. So, that was the final cast of the 2v2 series. Yeah, I would like to thank NulleDK, Vudo Gran, owner of this channel, CrisPowers, and Rikja for providing me with these replays, even though one of them was brutally cut short. Yeah, it was actually kind of fun to cast, and these last 2 games that I've been saving because I thought they were going to be terrible were actually not that bad. I definitely casted the worst ones in the beginning during the entire cast. The Debris Field game especially was really terrible, and the FFA was also filled with fail from the first couple of minutes. It was distracting how awful it was. So yeah, I think I might ask them to do this again. Play some more matches so I can cast these. I was actually thinking I was going to go into some TLO matches, but I think I'm going to do a different series. I think I'm going to maybe run 2 series at one point. I'm just going to figure this out, because it's all about finding time to do this. So yeah, I've been Max Power for the Meat Lovers channel, and once again, thanks to the players for the replays, and yeah, I hope you had fun watching this.